Welcome to Breaking Fears.
Hey everyone, so this video that I decided to make is about dumpster diving. Yes, dumpster diving. How you can make or save money by dumpster diving. You may be wondering, hey Rico, did you ever go and jump in a dumpster and sort and look? No, but I have looked in a few dumpsters. Reason why. Years ago, I worked with this guy that used to always go grocery shopping at a grocery store dumpster. And how I found out about it, or I basically asked him, but he had brought in a bag full of bread and stuff, and he was handing it to a couple of guys in a back factory. I mean, just loaves of bread and things of that nature. And it wasn't expired yet. I think it like had a day or two before it expired. But he just brought all his bread in and he was giving it to some of the guys there. And they had asked him to bring it in. So before I go any further, I want you to look at the disclaimer I'm about to show. Read it, understand it, and it's up to your discretion to do it if you want to. So what made me decide to do this video was that I was watching YouTube, and I ran across this one video, and I was trying to find it so I could put it into this video that I'm making today. But for some reason I can't find it. Where this guy had just jumped into this dumpster. It was like, I guess, a restaurant had closed, and he had just found some mint dishes, some still in a box. Mint, I mean, beautiful dinnerware, and he found tons of it. And he laid it out on a table. I think he had like 25 plates, and just I mean, it was clean, unbroken. These awesome bowls, like soup bowls that you would probably find at Panera. Those Panera soup bowls, glass white soup bowls. But anyway, he had find all these things, and I'm just sitting here thinking, man, I was wondering like, what is he going to do with this stuff? But then I started thinking, either he could sell it and make some money off of it, because all you got to do is wash it, sterilize it, and wash it. And or two, if he didn't have dishes, now he does, and there are great. I mean, restaurants buy some really good dishes, so he's got some like awesome dishware. So, and that's what I was thinking, and it started making me think about, hey, I did dumpster dive, but not in like store dumpsters. And you saw the disclaimer, and you read it. Here's another disclaimer about dumpster diving. So, as you saw there, it is legal to dumpster dive. You just have to find out what the state ordinance and codes are for that. I mean, I wouldn't assume too many stores or places would really stop you. And the only reason why I think they would stop you is because of a possible lawsuit if you get hurt, cut, whatever. Maybe you're sick eating their food or using the product, whatever it may be. And yes, food. Like I said, the guy who I knew was jumping into a grocery store bin and literally pulling food out. So after I watched that guy pull the dishware out, I'm like, I wonder if people are like YouTubing this, really like like other people are YouTubing it. And there's a lot of YouTubes out there where people dumpster dive, and I think they're doing it for money. I mean, like brand new stuff, still in a box, still things that people can use. It's just it's amazing on the stuff that they're finding and using. It's I tell you, if I was looking for a way to make money, or if I needed things because I wasn't making a lot of money, I probably would do it. It's just, again, this channel's about fear, and it's breaking that fear of doing it. If you're in that pickle, or if you're in that tight situation where you're fighting to get stuff or do things, hey, it's an avenue. I'm not. This is what this channel's about. Fighting the fears to do better and to get better. A lot of people are probably sitting there saying, Rico, really, I can't believe you're talking about this. Again, I did it when I was finishing my basement. I was dumpster diving at building, where everybody was doing building, construction sites. That's what I was trying to get out. At home construction sites, I dumpster dive. And before I pulled anything out of them, I definitely asked the people there. And this was their statement. Ones that said yes, they're like, if you get hurt, don't go crying. You're doing it. We're telling you don't do it, but we're not going to stop you if you do it. If you get hurt, it's on you. There was no trespassing signs, because you really have to watch out for that. There was no trespassing signs. There was like nothing saying, that you couldn't do it. I refinished my basement. I would probably say, out of all the materials that I got for my basement, I would say about 80% of my basement was from home construction site dumpster diving. All my 2x4s, I found doorknobs, brand new doorknobs, hinges. I think I did find a door that was in there in mint condition, a hollow door, mint condition. I don't know if it was in there. Maybe I found two, but I know I definitely found one. I had no idea why it was in there, but I took it because I said I needed a door. And I made sure when I used it, I framed out the door to fit that, or the opening to fit that door. And the only thing I could think of is maybe they bought the wrong size door and they threw it away instead of using it. But I mean, I was finding like 12-foot length 2x4s. And a lot of 2x4s and stuff, it was just because they were, some of them were warped. But when you put everything together and it's straight, you could straighten them out. And maybe that's why they were getting rid of them, because some of them were warped. But a lot of them weren't. And a lot of them, maybe it was also they weren't cut to the right length. So that's why they dumped it. But anyway, I did use the construction sites to finish my basement. Now, I did hear, and I did see it on the news, that Dunkin' Donuts, and I saw this on one of the videos. I'll pull a video up of these guys doing this. I wouldn't do it though. It's I just couldn't do it. Now, if I was, again, down and out and I needed something to eat, yeah, I would do it. But I saw these guys.
Cardboard and cardboard. Yeah, it's cardboard. And then this side. Go ahead. I ain't gonna stop you. Yeah, I think these ones are good. No. Okay, alright, guys. I'm back.
What? It feels like.
Is it? I don't know.
Over here.
Take a bite out of it. See what happens. Ooh. I mean, some of these might be good, guys. I don't know. I don't know if I want to trust it. I just have a hard time dealing with eating food like this out of the dumpster.
These look like the bags for like coffee creamers and stuff. So this might still be good.
Yeah. I kind of want to eat this one right now.
Who heard about it as well, they went and tested theory, and they opened up the dumpster, and apparently the Dunkin' Donuts, the all the donut shops, all the place that cook food and stuff, they throw away food that wasn't eaten or anything. And like the Dunkin' Donuts, and I know for a fact because I had seen him do it. Um,
Oh my goodness. Are you serious? Oh. Wow. I knew this bag was heavy. Oh my goodness. Oh. It's just really cold.
oh, the coffee. Starbucks throws away their unused food. They just throw it in the trash bag and then they throw it in a dumpster. Nothing else, but it was just a. I mean, I literally seen them because they were just about to close. The person pulled out a trash bag and just started throwing all the food in the trash bag. I'm like, what are you doing? And she goes, oh, we got to get rid of this. They were about to close. And I'm looking at them like, well, why are you throwing it away? Why don't you just donate it? That's food that people can eat. And she said, it's Starbucks policy to throw it away. And I believe it's because of a lawsuit. If somebody gets sick or hurt or whatever it may be, if they donate that to someone, they could get sued because it was from there. So it was just surprising to see that, and yeah, I mean, as they say, one man's garbage can be another man's treasure. I also have mentioned this in the in another clip of mine years ago when I was delivering papers. When I was going to school, I was delivering papers and working a full-time job. Uh, and I was doing two jobs: delivering papers and working a full-time job and going to school. And delivering papers, I started noticing when I was doing it, I was finding people like were throwing away computers and stuff. And I said this in a previous video of mine. And I started collecting the computers and stuff and refurbishing them. And a lot of them I was giving away to some young women that I knew, single women with kids, and they didn't have a computer or they only had one, and they were sharing it with their kids and they couldn't get to the computer, so they were always wishing they had another one. Or I would sell them to people who was looking for a computer and didn't want to pay a hefty price for it. And I wasn't gouging people. I was just selling them, way below what the cost of a computer would be. But anyway, that's quote unquote dumpster diving. Now somebody did see me, and again, I did not care. The fear, I threw that fear away when I saw my basement being put together like crazy without me spending money. Somebody that drove by and saw me in the home construction pile of wood and stuff, picking the wood out, and I heard him go, dumpster diver, and I'm sitting there thinking, you could call me all sorts of names as you want, but I'm putting together my basement and it's not costing me anything. So I didn't care. I fought that fear. I did not care. Now, again, for food and stuff, I have to be down and out to do that. The gentleman that I knew way back when that was doing it, the people in the warehouse, they weren't getting paid a lot. So he did it. I forgot, I don't know how many kids he had, but he was getting paid like minimum wage, and he had a family and stuff, and he was trying to do what he could do to feed his kids and things of that nature. I mean, I even gave him a couple of my old ties because we had a function and he didn't have a tie. And one day we were just sitting there talking. He goes, "I would like to go to the function, but they said you have to wear a suit and tie." And he goes, "I don't have one." So I gave him a tie. Actually, I gave him a tie and a shirt. Another guy had a suit that he was going to donate to Salvation Army, and he gave him a suit. Now, all of it, we were bigger than him, but he didn't care. He was so happy to have a suit on, and he wore it. And to be honest with you, he, even though it was too big for him, he looked good in it. We were happy. He was happy. His wife was very happy because they were finally able to go out, and she said she had never seen him in a suit and tie. So he had gym shoes on, but at least he was in a suit and tie. So yeah, I just thought I'd come on and make this statement about dumpster diving, fighting your fears. Fight your fears about it if it's something that you can do. If you're looking to make some money or you're looking to save some money on a home project or whatever it may be, or help people out. There was another couple that I saw dumpster diving, and I don't know if it's right to do it, but they were going to grocery stores and picking out food that was still good, that wasn't rotten and stuff, and taking it into they were donating it. I don't know if you could do that or not, but when I worked at a couple of food pantry places, I was putting together some sandwiches for charity, and the meat that they were using didn't smell ripe, and it came from a grocery store, and they said that it wasn't expired yet and they had to use it that day. So they were making sandwiches for that evening, or no, it was for lunch. Yeah, because we were there in the morning. They were making the sandwiches for lunch for the people who were coming in, the homeless that were coming in to eat lunch. And I had mentioned, I said, the meat doesn't smell too good. And they're like, one of the people that worked there full time said, "Hey, beggars can't be choosers." And I didn't like that statement, but I wasn't going to say anything back to them. And then another worker came by and they're like, they go, "Well, you have to ignore what they said, but to be honest with you, all the people that come in here, it's better than picking the food, eating food, half eaten food out of the trash." And they told me that the grocery store said that the meat was still good, but they had to use it that day. And other than that, if they tried to save it for the next day, they would have to toss it. So I'm assuming that it was okay to use. And we made the sandwiches and stuff. It was something, but actually no, it wasn't a worker. It was a person who was helping put the sandwiches together. Made that comment. Beggars can't be choosers. It wasn't a person who worked there. It was somebody who was there, like me, doing charity work. They weren't there full time. Sorry about that. To be honest with you, not be honest, but to remember what happened. So, with all that being said, I hope this gave you some type of idea for those of you that are looking to make a little bit of money on the side. Trash picking, if you want to call it, dumpster diving, whatever it may be. Look on YouTube. You can see a lot of people doing it. And as you read the not the disclaimer, but the law, it's not illegal. But if the trash cans are locked, if you see a no trespassing sign, yeah, you definitely can't do it. If the store tells you to stop, to cease, you can't do it. That's just my thought. Again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an officer. I just like you, I would have to read about the law, and just like it says on the statement that I just showed you, read your city ordinance and codes and stuff like that. Find out if it's okay to go and dumpster dive, whatever it may be. But you look on YouTube, people are out there doing it, and use common sense. There's some idiots out on YouTube that are like faking it. Oh, look I went to the Apple store, and the Apple store threw out all these iPhones and iPads and all this stuff. If they do, they do, but I guarantee they're not going to be working. I guarantee you, or they're locked. And if that's the case, if you know how to jailbreak things, that's on you. But I doubt very seriously if you're going to see brand new iPhones and iPads thrown away in a garbage can. Especially if it's an Apple store. Apple store could take it apart, refurbish it, and resell it. So it doesn't make sense with people like that. But there are other people out there legitimately showing you what's in a trash can. And I'll show you a couple of clips before the end of the video. So with that being said, I would like to say thank you for watching. Subscribe, push the like button, comment, and ring the bell for notifications. Again, I like to communicate with you. I like for you to know when videos come out if you're following me. And I like to know if people are subscribing. I'm into that trying to see who's subscribing. It doesn't show who subscribes. It just shows me the count of subscribers. But it's kind of cool to see that people are liking the videos and people are subscribing to see more videos that I create. So, thank you for watching. Until our next video, see ya.
Definitely not. We would have felt it for sure, right?
Yeah, don't check these iPad boxes. Look at these.
All right, what do we got, man? Empty. Is that what all it is? Just probably empty.
Just why isn't this in recycling though?
Yeah. No, we'll definitely keep the boxes.
Up yet, man. Look at this.
Yeah,
you check in there.
Oh,
yo,
what we got?
There is actually stuff in
there.
there.
I see, dude. Yeah, there is. What?
Dude, brand new.
What? Bro, these like have to be at least like 40, 50 bucks,
yeah,
man.
Heck yeah, man.
Right now I'm at the Dollar Tree, and as you can see, this thing is loaded with styrofoam plates and trays. Look at all these. Look at these. It's literally stacked to the top.
Let's see if we can find something here. Oh wow, so many things.
These ones are really nice bottles.
And I see that there's so many.